You guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to Show and Tell number 118. Ooh. So it's another very warm day here. We're not to the hundreds like we were last week, but it's still quite warm. Not a whole lot has happened since I went to the Southern Comfort Fiber Market, other than I got my ears lowered. Got my hairs trimmed up here. Still trying to cut out the slowly get the bleach cut out from the last time I lightened my hair. Definitely taking a little while. So obviously over the course of the weekend I did not get a whole lot of crafting done, as I did a whole lot of spending on craft supplies. So not as much to share this week, but like I told you guys, this was going to be kind of a slow month. Gonna have a lot of granny squares going on, I think, because that is 90% of what I got to show you guys. So I showed you guys where I had been working on the variegated blanket. I still have not pulled any more variegated single skeins out of my stash in worsted weight. But I do still have some solids left in my stash that I have been going through. So it's a Red Heart Honeydew. This is a Craft Smart yarn. Red Heart Delft Blue. This is a scrap that was in the stuff that I got from Erica over at the Lopsided Crafter a couple weeks ago. This is an Impeccable and like orchid or something. And so those are the solids that I have gotten done. So I've got another 5 solids here. Then I was working through some other stuff that was sitting on my cart upstairs that I had taken up for the Jada and Stitches 2019 blanket that I decided just to donate as a solid blanket because I was not going to sew on that many appliques. And I could only do 8 rows in the granny stitch for that. So I came in and did 8 rows of pink and then bordered it in some honeydew. Took the honeydew and bordered it in, this is a Crafter's Secret in like butter yellow and Delft blue. Delft blue and Red Heart raspberry ice, I think it is, or light raspberry. So I got 4 of these done that are literally following in a color order here. And then I started another blanket, and this time it's doing another corner to corner stitch, and I'm starting off with these little 30-gram mini skeins from Hobby Lobby. They're like the mini maker skeins. I got these once again just to have enough colors to finish up that Jade and Stitches blanket. So now I'm just converting all these into 10 by 10 corner to corner squares. So I'm just busting out squares. That's literally all I'm doing right now that I've got to show for. I did finally make a choice on my Hypnotic Yarnable subscription box project. I am working on that. That is another very basic knit pattern shawl. There's no pattern for it, but it's straight on one edge and then slowly grows down in a diagonal. So hopefully that'll be done in the next week or so. I'll slide my basket down. I had told you guys, I got my old spinning wheel working again, and because Sue has magic fingers and somehow just the wheel that hasn't worked for me this whole time is now working. I literally just got this cut today, so I've got little shoopy bits everywhere. So I've been working on my old wheel. I have not started working with Grumpy Old Man more than just like getting the hang of his preferred pedaling. But Skippy has been making yarn. So I have 150 grams of this pink and blue marl. It's not perfectly even. There are definitely some slubbies in there. And even though I slapped the full out of it, I still have some, I thwacked it, and it still has some bits that need to spring out there. But there's some slubby bits. There's some overspun bits. But getting the hang of spinning again. It's been a while. This is also a really weird fiber. So it is actually one of those bulky, supposed to be a yarn roving things. And it's acrylic, nylon, and wool blend. It's from Loops and Thread from Michaels. It's a horrible yarn. But it's not horrible to spin. I'm just trying to... There's a difference in the staple length of the fibers between the blue and the pink. So we got some problems with that. Then we have some just like getting used to spinning again, errors. But I did get 150 grams of yarn. I have, I think it's 10,000 grams per ball. And I have 2 blue and 1 pink. So I'm going to come back and do some blue only, and then I'm going to do some pink only and try to knit a shawl out of this. But I have my first 150 grams here. Pretty happy with how that turned out. I had to tie it off pretty hard so I could soak it and try to set the twist, which didn't quite work out. So, but I made a thing. I did a thing, and I had fun with it. For my birthday the other day, it started like storming, and Troy walked into the living room, and it had gotten really dark all of a sudden right before he came in. And he's like, "It's so sad seeing you sit here in the dark with your little spinning wheel, just doing your little thing." I didn't mind. I was having fun. So I do have a couple acquisitions. One is this month's Interweavenets Magazine. As I've said before, Interweave is one of my favorite magazine companies when it comes to knitting and crochet. They do not have a single page, I don't think, that shows all the patterns like other magazines do. But they have a lot of sweater patterns this month. Let's see if I can get to... I should have tabbed this when I was going through it the other day. We have a cable pullover. We're heading into fall, so everything's all about, you know, staying warm and doing your warm seasonal projects. I do get Interweave Crochet, but I am missing that one for the fall season. A nice wide neck pullover option there. It is very, very warm. And some fingerless knits and a little matching hat there. There's just always, and they have really good articles too. So I really enjoy that. Oh, it's not 100 degrees outside, but it's still quite muggy. This morning is 96% humidity. So the other thing I got, this has been on pre-order for a while now. This is the Harry Potter Crochet Wizardry, the official Harry Potter crochet pattern book. And Lee Sartori is who did this one. I did also already pre-order the Tanis Gray second Harry Potter knitting book. This one is not quite as high gloss and fancy feeling as the Harry Potter knitting book by Tanis Gray, or compiled by Tanis Gray, but it's quite nice. It's a very nice book. It's just not quite that next level like the other one is, but the patterns are all super cute. So we're starting out with the animals here on the front. Accio amigurumi. Once again, I really should have marked things. So the next section is Conjuring Costumes. It's called Ron's 3 Broomstick Sweater. And there's a picture from the movie where he's wearing that. Sorry, I'm having to peer around the book to make sure I can actually properly see. Hermione's Room of Requirement sweater. And I do really love it when they're sharing like the pictures from the scenes from the movie where characters were wearing similar things or the same thing. Next up is Fantastic Fashion. Like Birdie Bot's Every Flavor Socks. The Dumbledore hat. Which that just looks squishy. So squishy. Keepsakes and Curios. The Burrow Blanket. Which once again just kind of flows straight into the granny mania that's going on over here. There's a Hogwarts acceptance letter bag, which is super cute. The Grim Doily. That's really cute. That's a nice way to slip in your fandom into your home decor without being super obvious about it. I really like this one. This is the Hogwarts crest blanket. Potions baskets. Because you can never have enough things to hold things in. I've told you guys I am a container junkie. Golden Snitch baby blanket. Quidditch banner. So there's all sorts of super cute patterns in here. I didn't show all of them, but I did show quite a few. Yeah. Even if I don't ever intend to make anything, I do think I will, but even if I didn't, I'd be very, very happy with that purchase. And I sat here waiting a long time for it. It was pre-ordered as soon as it was announced and up for pre-order, so. Gonna get my nerd on. Get my fandom on. Yeah, so the Tanis Gray second knitting Harry Potter book will be here. I think that's supposed to be released in either the end of September or in October this year. So I'm looking forward to that one getting here as well. Sorry, I'm really, really hot today. Very sticky, very muggy. Yeah, so other than the Yarnable project, I'm still getting a couple of rows in here and there on my Road to Nowhere shawl. I really haven't had a whole lot of time to work on things. I have been really, really busy. And this did take up quite a bit of time of my crafting time this week. Because it was a lot of trying to like reattach fiber back in and stuff. So I've got a long way before I start diving into my wool. But I know the wool is going to be a lot easier to work with. I just want to make sure I have the hang of the wheels before I start adding in the good stuff. So we'll have some more, hopefully, slubby, weird yarns next week. I do have a road trip that I'm planning on taking, a short, like, little day trip. So I will get some car crochet in over the weekend. Other than that, I think that's really all for this week. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I love you. I hope your AC is working because right now I'm very grateful for AC and ceiling fans. I will see you guys real soon. Love you guys.